But yeah, let's get to Darth Maul and his robot legs and his lightsaber are all in the movie, baby.
This was one of the funniest things I'd ever seen. It's so, because it's one of those things where I'm a Star Wars person for I guess a good amount. I'm not like the biggest Star Wars guy because like I don't like a lot of it, but I know of it. And so as someone who like knows about Clone Wars and Rebels, like that covers the return and then later fall of Darth Maul. It's like we already know that he fucking dies at one point at the hands of Obi-Wan on Tatooine again. So like who the fuck cares? And so for them to be this big play of like, remember Darth Maul from the Phantom Menace? All the people that don't watch the cartoons and comics and all the other shit? You mean the people that would care that Darth Maul's back, but you don't because you watch all that stuff and he's been back for years? Well, here he is, and he's so evil, and he's so powerful, and he's so dubbed over by Doomsday from Smallville that he has the power to turn a blue hologram red with not only his face, but his lightsaber. I mean, could you imagine having that power that you can change how technology works because you're so damn evil? And it's like, that'll be the biggest thing that goes nowhere. And it's proof that it goes nowhere because for the longest time in the script, they didn't know who that character was. And then I believe Ron Howard put it in the fucking movie to make his son happy.
I mean, like, when everyone was saying, well, they, brought him back so the movie audiences, they can expect him in the Obi-Wan movie. And, I mean, I don't even know if we're getting the Obi-Wan movie now, but like you said, Anthony, anyone can just go on YouTube and look up the final confrontation between Obi-Wan and Maul in Rebels.
Which is shockingly better than anything I've seen in Rebels and will probably be better than anything that they do with him in any future movie.
Yes, absolutely.
And, like, I'll be honest, I'm keen for an Obi-Wan movie purely because I like Ewan McGregor in that role. Like,
is that one of those movies where, because I feel the same, but is that one of those movies where it's what fans think they want? Would we actually...
Exactly.
If we actually got Ewan McGregor
like...
as Obi-Wan and they didn't really know what to do with him, because is there really anything to do with Obi-Wan at that stage? I mean, I always thought you could maybe tell an interesting story about a master that's failed his apprentice, but they've kind of already done that in Luke. In The Last Jedi, and that's kind of all I'd want from that story. So, I mean, I understand it, and we'd all love to see. I tell you what, when Yoda appeared, I mean, we're spoiling every bloody movie under the sun, but when Yoda appears in The Last Jedi, I actually wanted that to be Ewan McGregor doing Alec Guinness, but I also enjoy the Frank Oz going back to work and getting paid a little bit more. I tell you what, I really liked. I was about to say Ewan McGregor, Chewie, rescuing, like...
Chewie, Ewan McGregor,
Chewie McGregor, liberating a bunch of Wookiees, and, like, them having a little moment, and them kind of... They shedding a bit more backstory on Chewie and his race, far more than Episode 3 ever did.
I mean, when there's that moment where... Han is translating what he's saying and how he wants to go back to his tribe or family, and I knew in the trailer there was a shot of Chewie pressing his head against the other head of another Wookiee.
Another McGregor.
Like, oh my god! I love Ewan McGregor. Like, we're gonna get Marla and Stinky and Itchy and Scratchy. Like, I was really ready for that. And we didn't get that. It's a shame.
If you like this video, you can access the full podcast discussion where the boys and I discuss nearly 30 different films from 2018 on Apple Podcasts, Anchor or Spotify. What do you guys think of Darth Maul's return, and should Chewie McGregor be considered canon? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more. Cheers.